Now we go to the next point, which is choosing location for your hair salon. And I think this is a very, very important detail in all of your business endeavor to open your own hair salon. So depending on your budget, you might go ahead and try to decide where you would like to have your salon. In a city center, in a shopping mall, in a neighborhood, strip mall. All of that is really up to you. But there is a lot of factors that you need to consider before making that decision. Of course, if you have a very strong social media presence for your hair salon, you will not need a very good location with a lot of foot traffic like a lot of hair salons depended on in the past. Your salon gets visibility and gets a lot of traffic online, so you would not necessarily need it from people walking and noticing your salon from the street. However, and even if you have built a very strong social media presence online, it makes a big difference where you decide to have your salon and how strategic its location is. And your location says a lot about you. And it will need to be a good location for your target clients to be able to get to you. Also, salons that are based in a very good location with a lot of foot traffic and a lot of people driving by and a good visibility still need to go ahead and invest in their salon and in marketing. Picking the right salon location comes down to much more than street traffic and the convenience for customer to get there. So how to choose a salon location? There are quite a few points you need to consider before choosing your salon location. Number one, are there any specific fees and taxes for that salon location? Two, what are the demographics like? What is the disposable income of the people in that area? Three, is the community seasonal or stable all year? Four, is the city or the community good at promoting local businesses? Five, is the area safe and well lit up at night? Six, does this area fit with the image of your own salon? Seven, how many competitors are in the area? Eight, is there an adequate parking in the area next or around your salon? Nine, is the area served by public transport? 10, how many people walk by or drive by your salon address? 11, will you have other businesses next or around you that will attract relevant clients to your own hair salon? 12, how convenient is it for your suppliers to deliver products to your salon? 13, is the lease agreement competitive? 14, have you considered the total cost of the salon and not just the rent? 15, is the facility large enough for your salon? 16, does the facility meet your salon layout requirements? 17, will you have access to basement or storage? 18, is the building in need of repair? 19, how visible is your salon, or will your salon sign would be visible? 20, is there any rules, laws, procedures that could limit you what you could do in your own salon? 21, how convenient is it for you to commute back and forth to your own salon? Okay, so these are some of the points. Of course, each one of those you could go ahead and take your time, take a minute or two to go ahead and dive into and really do not rush through any of those, because each one of those things does make a big difference at the very end, where you would have your mind more at ease, where things are going much softer, much smoother, and would save you so much time and headache and stress. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and touch on some of those points, to kind of try to shed even further light on those things. And to start with, just go over, do we go ahead and buy or rent? Renting means you could move out without any penalty once your lease has ended. However, that also means that you might abruptly have to move because the landlord has decided for whatever reason that he wants to have the space, or he wants to raise the rent, or he decided to do some renovations, and that could impact your business. Ownership brings intangible benefits, such as a sense of stability, security, and belonging to a community. And of course, the pride of ownership. However, it is not ideal for restless, nomadic nature individuals. Real estate is the original illiquid assets. You cannot just go ahead and get up one day and say, okay, I want to sell, and you can sell right away. So you cannot have that cash in your hand when you need it. And of course, with those transactions, if you want to go ahead and sell, whether the market is up or down, there is some cost associated to it. And of course, changing your mind where you want to live or work, it is much more expensive when you own your real estate. Here are some examples of the expenses that you would have to pay as an owner that you wouldn't as a renter. Property taxes, trash pickup. Some landlords also require their renters to pay for that. Water and sewer services. Also some landlords requires their renters to pay for that. Repairs and maintenance, tree trimming, lender flood insurance required in some areas. Earthquake insurance also required in some areas. Okay, another area you want to have to think about is renovation. Almost in any scenario, you need to do some renovation to go ahead and start your own hair salon. So you have to follow all of the rules and the laws of the community or the city where you are, paying attention to hygienic norms and fire system. Okay, next, create strategic salon service menu. Your service menu is the core of your salon business. In fact, what's on your service menu and how you use it could make a massive impact on your salon business. An issue that I see often is how some salon owners try to go ahead and make discount for their service prices, as if they're trying to be nice and feeling kind of very timid to go ahead and charge the full price. And actually, this is one of the biggest issue in the hair salon industry. If you do not believe that you are good enough for the price that you're listing for your haircut or for your hair coloring or for any service that you have on your menu, then don't charge that price. However, if you feel you are worthy of that, don't be shy to ask for it. If you are not confident enough of your services or what you stand for, then you shouldn't be asking anything, and you should spend enough time building up your own self-confidence about what you're doing. If you are proud of what you're doing, you shouldn't be afraid to ask for the price that you feel that you're worth. After all, you have spent so much time learning, following some courses, perfecting your skills and your techniques. And that doesn't come from thin air. Not everybody could go ahead and produce the same quality and the same result. So therefore, you shouldn't be afraid or shy to ask what you are worth. And you have to be careful too. If you go ahead and make a discount today, saying, okay, for the holidays or for Valentine's or for whatever it is, whatever reason it is, so I'm going to give you 10 or 15% or 50%, whatever it is, to attract these people to come to you for the first or to keep coming back to you again and again. Now, why and at what point you're going to say to them you're going to pay a full price? Why one time the same service was costing less or half and now it's going to cost 100%? It doesn't make sense. If you're doing a good job, then you should be earning what your good job is worth. That's it. It's simple. Also, as a salon owner, and when it comes to the prices, you're going to have to look around your competition all around you in the area and see what kind of quality that they're producing and what they are charging for it, and what are the clientels that in your own salon, what kind of value they put on a good quality and how much they're willing to pay. Therefore, this is how you kind of figure out how to go ahead and make your pricing. Also, based on that, this is how much you are paying your employees, your hairdressers, your assistants, so you have to figure out all of these things. The minute you go ahead and you try to do some discounts and starting somewhere and not knowing where to end, then that's going to compromise your bottom line, and therefore you cannot then pay the same commission to your employees for the same services that when they pay, it's less. When it's 50%, they're getting also 50% less of their commission, and then also that could work on the morale of your employees, and therefore you could have a walkout or burnout, or people say, okay, why am I working? Why am I trying to produce good product when we're doing all of these promotion and discounts to kind of bring people, but these people, remember, people who are looking for discount are not the kind of clients that you want to keep unless you are that kind of a place that you are counting on quantity and not quality. Then that's a different story, and therefore the pricing would be different. So it is a good idea to create certain standards for your quality services, and therefore these services are worth so much money, and stick to it and keep doing it well and keep improving your standards. Therefore, you would earn then the respect of the community and of your clients, and your reputation would keep going up and up and up in value. Okay, so how do you build a strategic salon service menu? To start with, you want to build that menu with your target clients in mind. So all of your services are those that would serve that particular target clients. So you will need to know what your target clients like for services. And if you do not know, that is okay. You have an idea of what your target clients would like, but if you want to find out more details, you go ahead and ask directly. Sometimes you might be surprised by some of the ideas that they could give you that could turn out something that is so obvious, but you never thought about it, and then you could just add it to the menu, and that could drive your business even further. So always be open-minded and always communicate with everybody around you in order to kind of feel of where things could go and get better. So just be open-minded and be receptive to any ideas or suggestions anybody might bring and give you that could help you go further. Okay, the role of the core services. You'll have two types of services on your salon menu. There is the core services and there's the add-on services. The core services are your bread and butter, like the haircut, the hair coloring, the highlights, the blow dries, the updos. These are the services that people would call to book even though they have not looked at the menu. Then there's the role of the add-on services. Add-on services are different. These are additions or upgrades to clients' visits. It could be a premium version of a core service. So it could be balayage instead of color, or it could be an additional hair treatment, mask, something that you could add on whether you are doing the pre-booking or whether you are doing it, adding it right there in your visit at the salon. And of course, this could be a tool to increase what a client spends at the salon. Okay, next, promoting your services. There are so many ways that you could run promotions for your services. And service promotion can be a very effective way to drive and grow your business. But you have to be careful not to do it in a way where it would undermine your prices. And there are strategies to enable this. And of course, when it comes to salon service menu, the last point would be to maintain your own salon menu. And then there is the point of keeping your salon menu up to date. Maintaining up to date your salon service menu should be part of your service strategies. And this is how you keep your client for long. You are their to-go-to person for beauty trends, and they expect you to bring what's new to them. By continuously updating your menu, you'll explore new ways to improve your business. You'll remove what is not working and build on what is working. The next point that you want to look into is decide at what kind of retail products you want to carry in your salon. Retail product is a very powerful profit driver in your salon. That's what you would call the low-hanging fruit. When a client comes for the service, you have to perform the service to get paid for it. However, for the product, they just have to buy it from you and you already make the profit. Income from retail is typically a split 50-50. And that adds directly into your profit. And the cost associated with the retail sales is typically low. It does not take any extra time from you to make a sale associated with the service you provide to your client. You will need only a small space for the retail products to be in your salon. Let's go through some principles when deciding on what type of retail products you want to carry in your salon. First, find out what your clients want. Just like previously we have thought about our target clients, what would they want? The same here applies when it comes to retail products. What type of retail products would my clients that I would like to have in my salon would expect? What type of products would complement the services I'm offering this target client? By talking to her, you will get an insight to what she's looking for. Listen and test things out to see what works. Do not offer products that compete with each other. So there's no point of having similar products from different brands standing there on your shelves. Unless you have a very large display and you would like to have so many brands and you want to have kind of a one-stop shop for your clients. It's best to focus on one or few brands that complement each other. So research has proved that Too many choices leads people to not making any choice. So start by one core brand and then expand. Having fewer brands looks more professional and it's easier to upsell. Also, working with one product supplier is much better than working with several product suppliers, and it will get you to buy more products from that one supplier, and it will give you more favorable terms when it comes to pricing. Now we're going to jump into a different area, getting a domain name for your hair salon. Few things look as unprofessional as a business with a Hotmail or Gmail address, wouldn't you say? So when you open your own salon, you want to have a domain name that would reflect your salon business. A domain name is a salon address on the internet. And by registering your domain name will help to point out the clients to your website, as well as using the email that would be provided by your domain name. The cost for a domain name is very low. This is why all businesses have them. It also means that it could be difficult to find one that's available for your salon, especially if you want a .com address. Given that your salon is a local business and it only exists in your country, you should register a domain for your specific country. Even then, it could be difficult to find a name that fits your salon. So you'll probably need to try a few variations. Let's say you're trying to open a salon with the name Infinity, and you're based in Paris, France. Then you will need to try a variation such as infinity.fr or infinityhair.fr or infinityparis.fr or infinityhairparis.fr or infinityhairparis.fr until you find something that works for you.